You know how to lose fat. You've watched the videos, you can explain the calorie deficit better than half the trainers at your gym. You know protein matters, you know you should lift weights, and that walking more helps. So let me ask you a question. If you already know all of this, why aren't you lean right now? Here's the answer nobody wants to tell you. You do not have a knowledge problem, you have a decision problem. And the leanest people I've worked with did not get lean by learning more about fat loss biology, they fixed it by deciding less. Let me show you exactly what I mean. A while back, I started working with Eric, a lawyer from Arizona. Before he came to me, his approach was complicated. Experimenting with advanced training techniques, adding cardio when his weight got stuck, finding and trying new healthy recipes online every week. But still, his progress was not where he wanted it to be. And the problem in Eric's approach is that his fat loss journey was completely dependent on him making 20 good decisions per day. What do I cook today? Did I get enough protein? Should I walk more? Is this exercise even effective? With every micro decision you make in your day about your fitness, you lose willpower. So the solution was making his fitness simple. You can even say boring. Focusing on a 5-step simple and boring system is eventually what got him to 10% body fat. And I know boring sounds like an insult, but it's not. Being able to do boring things that are good for you over and over when it's not exciting anymore, that's a skill many people are missing these days. You do not achieve success by chasing the shiny objects in life. So let me show you my 5-step boring fat loss system that I use to get myself and my clients lean fast. The first boring thing you need is repeated meals. When people think about fat loss, they often search for the perfect new recipe. Every day you want to try a new recipe from those famous Instagram macro-friendly pages. But a new study looked at meal habits during a 12-week fat loss program, and the people who ate the same meals more often lost 37% more body fat compared to the individuals who had different meals every day. Repeating the same meals works because your diet becomes more consistent. The first decision I want you to remove from your daily task list is what should I eat today? When you constantly have to decide what to eat, your diet becomes more vulnerable. Because the decision you make after a good night of sleep on Monday morning is not the same decision you make at 8 p.m. on Thursday when you're tired and stressed from work. This is why I recommend building a few go-to meals you actually enjoy. Don't worry, this is not plain chicken breast and broccoli. I like meals with flavor too. Think about having a nice omelette with cheese, a chicken or beef meal with whole grains and vegetables, and I love using my Moroccan spices on all of my meals. If your meals taste depressing, you will not repeat them. My point is that your meals should be boring and easy in structure, but enjoyable in taste. So instead of having 20 different meals every week, have 2 variations each of a breakfast, lunch, and dinner that you know fit your calories and protein, then simply repeat them. This is how fat loss becomes automatic. Now, the second boring thing is tracking your calories. And I already know some people will hear this and think, I do not want to track calories forever. I agree, you do not have to track your calories forever. I am not tracking my calories right now. But while in the middle of a fat loss phase, calorie tracking is one of the best tools you can use. Because most people don't know how much they actually eat. They think their lunch is 500 calories, but it's 900. They think a small handful of nuts is nothing, but it's 250 calories. See tracking calories as a temporary learning phase. You use it to understand your food. A good starting point for many people is eating around 10 to 12 calories per pound of your goal body weight. So if your goal weight is 180 pounds, that's anywhere between 1800 to 2160 calories per day. Take it as a starting point. Once you track for a few weeks, you start seeing patterns. You'll know which meals keep you full, which meals blow up your calories, which snacks trigger more hunger, and which restaurant meals you can fit into your plan. That is the point. Tracking deletes guessing. And when you combine calorie tracking with repeated meals, fat loss becomes so easy. Because you do not need to track 100 new foods every week. You build your go-to meals once, learn the calories, and then repeat them. The third topic we need to cover is training, specifically lifting weights. Because you do not just want to lose weight, you want to become leaner. There's a massive difference, because if you lose 20 pounds but half of it comes from muscle, you just become a smaller and softer version of yourself. That is not the goal. The goal is to reveal a muscular and lean physique underneath. A new study followed over 300 men and women in a calorie deficit for about 5 months. The first group lifted weights 3 times a week, the second group did cardio 3 times per week, and the third group did no exercise at all. All 3 groups lost weight, but the group lifting weights actually burned the most body fat. Fat loss was up to 55% higher in the group that lifted weights. This happens because you get higher quality weight loss when you lift weights in the calorie deficit. The scale can go down in different ways. It can go down because you lost fat, or it can go down because you lost fat and muscle. Lifting weights tells your body to maintain more of the muscle you have, so more of the weight you lose has to come from body fat. And it does not take much. Getting to the gym just 3 times per week is already a great starting point. If you don't know where to start, check the screen right now for an example 3-day full body program you can follow. The fourth boring principle solves the reason most fat loss journeys get to an end. You start feeling too hungry. And the fix is having a protein source with every meal you consume, because protein has a powerful effect on fat loss in 3 specific ways. First, protein keeps you more full, so you naturally feel less tempted to snack all day. Secondly, your body burns more calories digesting protein compared to carbs and fats. This is known as the thermic effect of food. And thirdly, protein helps you maintain more muscle while you are in a calorie deficit. A simple target is to eat at least 0.7 grams per pound of your goal body weight. So if your goal weight is 180 pounds, that's at least 125 grams of protein per day. You can get this from chicken, eggs, lean beef, fish, Greek yogurt, or plant-based sources like lentils and tofu. But do not overcomplicate it. Every meal starts with protein. Then you add carbs and vegetables around it. If you do get hungry and crave a snack, go for something protein-rich like yogurt, a protein bar, or shake. This is how you can get into a calorie deficit without experiencing the excessive hunger. Now here's the 5th boring fat loss tool that outperforms almost every fancy strategy people try to use to increase their body fat loss. And it is walking. I know, it's not exciting. You finish a walk and it did not feel like you finished a military boot camp or something like that. But that is the entire reason it works. Walking burns calories without destroying your recovery. Your calorie deficit creates fat loss. Training and protein ensure that you maintain or even build muscle while dropping fat. And walking then helps speed up how fast you lose fat. This study found that adding just 25 minutes of walking on top of your usual activity increases fat loss progress while in a deficit by 20%. 25 minutes, that's shorter than an episode of those new terrible Netflix shows. Also, when your fat loss progress is slowing down, adding walking is a great progress enhancing tool. Sometimes you do not need to cut another 200 calories from your food to lose fat, because a good 30 to 40 minute walk can already burn 150 to 200 calories for many people. So you can increase your calorie deficit with walking without removing food from your plate. I use this in my own fat loss phase and with my clients. Check my client Elias from France, for instance. We already made progress through nutrition and lifting, but once we added that regular 30 to 40 minute daily walk, we were able to fully lean out. The same happened with my client Scott from New York. With a calorie deficit, we saw some good initial results, but regular walking helped us push closer to that 10% body fat level in a sustainable way. Before I let you go, there's one more important topic I want to discuss. Next to committing to the 5 boring principles that make you lose fat, you also need the right mindset. Because the biggest mistake I see as a coach after helping clients achieve over 1,000 successful transformations is making fat loss too important. You weigh yourself 2-3 times a day. One unplanned meal ruins your entire mood. You're sitting at dinner with your family, but your head is still doing math on calories. You want it so badly that wanting it by itself starts working against you. The goal is not to obsess over fat loss all day. The goal is to build a routine that keeps working even when life gets busy. Simple meals you enjoy and can repeat, a clear calorie and protein target, lifting weights 3 to 4 times per week, daily walking, and still being able to enjoy social events here and there without stressing out. Essentially, stop wanting fat loss from a place of lack or frustration. Start choosing the habits of a person who naturally gets leaner over time. And if you want my help in building that boring routine around your personal lifestyle, that is exactly what I do in my private one-on-one online coaching. I'll build your nutrition, meals, training, walking routine, and your plan for social events all around your schedule and goals. You will have one clear system and me in your corner making sure you actually follow it. It's the same way I've helped over 1,000 people achieve amazing transformations over the past 11 years. If you want to be the next one, visit the link in my description to apply. I'll personally get back to you and we can hop on a call to map out your goals. And that was it for today's video. I hope you now have a better understanding of how you can go about your fat loss phase in a boring and simple way that gets you results. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe to this channel. Also, here above, I have an awesome new video for you, so go ahead and check that one out. And I will see you in the next video.